This is not financial advice, not legal advice for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel, double check your notifications are on, and if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly because you guys know by now that these criminals are attacking the channel because they're terrified of more people being fully aware of all the fraud and corruption in the stock market. Listen, everyone knows by now that the USA bombed Iraq. Iran. Iran. USA bombed Iran. And Iran is claiming that the nuclear sites that the USA hit, that they had already removed all their nuclear weapons out of those sites. Whether that's true or not, it's not even really what's important. Iran is blocking the Strait of Hormuz, okay? And you guys might be thinking, what does that have to do with us? That's all the way on the other side of the world. Let me tell you guys something. 20% of all the oil on this planet passes through the Strait of Hormuz. And once Iran blocks it, there is going to be a limited supply of oil. And the price of gas at the gas pump is going to go up. And I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe it's going to continue to rise until this conflict is resolved. And based on what I'm seeing, even though you guys know, I know that Iran is no real threat to the United States militarily. Okay? If United States decide to go all out on Iran, the party would be over very, very soon. But the United States won't be that aggressive, which might give Iran some time to do some damage to military installations and military personnel in the Middle East and Europe. I mean, that is a distinct possibility. But if they get too crazy and we go hard on them, Iran, and I don't want to sound horrible, but they'd probably be wiped out. They would probably be wiped out. But the purpose of this video isn't because of that, okay? I see oil prices going crazy. I believe when the futures markets open today at 6 o'clock, that we're going to see the effects of this bombing in the futures market. And after 8 o'clock, when the regular market opens for pre-market trading, I believe it's going to be crazy. It might be in everyone's best interest, and you have to do your own DD and come to your own conclusion. It might be in everybody's best interest to sit back and watch before they make any real moves. Because depending on how Iran reacts to what happened yesterday with the bombing of the 3 nuclear sites, that is going to have a significant effect on the United States stock market, on the global stock market, But as a minimum, gas prices are going to go up because the Strait of Hormuz has been blocked. They won't be able to bring any oil through there. And then, and this is just my opinion, if the blockage lasts very long, that might force the United States hands to go in there and physically force Iran to open back up the Strait of Hormuz. And at that point, we might end up with boots on the ground. And I really don't want to see American troops on the ground in the Middle East if it can be avoided. Okay? I really would not want to see that. But I see that as a distinct possibility right now because Iran has shut down the Strait of Hormuz, and it's going to have a negative impact on the global economy, a negative impact on the United States economy. So, anybody who's planning on buying and selling stocks next week or starting at 8 o'clock tonight, I think it might be good to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Because at this point, anything is possible. Okay? Anything is possible. And I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any stock. I'm not telling you buy, hold, or sell any crypto. But everything is going to be totally out of hand and very unpredictable in the next coming days unless something drastic happens. And as far as XRP, because people keep asking me about XRP, my sentiment on XRP has not changed. XRP, in the arena where XRP works, a military strike does not stop that. Okay? It does not stop that. XRP is going to do what it does no matter what country or what city gets bombed. I mean, people are going to need to send money. People are going to need to secure assets. People are going to want to blockchain real world assets. I mean, that's just what it is. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Iran blocking the Strait of Hormuz is going to have a negative, well, it depends on if you call it a negative impact on the price of oil, thereby raising gas prices for Americans and sending the stock market crazy? Anyway, have a great day. God bless. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.